Have you ever felt alone, like the world doesn't understand your vision or your purpose? You're not alone. This could be the process of divine isolation. When God chooses you for greatness, He often separates you from the noise, the distractions, and even the people you thought would always be by your side. Let's uncover why isolation is part of His plan for your success. Part 1. The purpose of isolation. God's isolation isn't punishment, it's preparation. The chosen ones are often separated to build strength, clarity, and focus. During isolation, you have the space to reflect, grow, and reconnect with your purpose. Think of it as being placed in a workshop where your talents and character are refined. Example: consider Moses. He was isolated in the wilderness for 40 years before leading his people. This period wasn't wasted. It prepared him to fulfill his destiny. Part 2. Letting go of toxicity. God isolates you to remove what no longer serves you. Sometimes the people, habits, or environments in your life are holding you back. In isolation, you're forced to face hard truths about who and what you need to let go of. It's in this solitude that you learn to trust God's plan over your attachments. Example: you might lose friends or relationships during this time, but it's because they're not meant to go where you're headed. Like pruning a tree, the dead branches must go for new growth to flourish. Part 3. Building inner strength. Isolation builds resilience. When you're alone, you learn to rely on your faith and your inner strength. It's in the quiet moments that God speaks the loudest, giving you the courage to face challenges and the wisdom to make the right decisions. Example: think of Jesus spending 40 days in the desert. That time of solitude prepared him for his mission, teaching us that the greatest battles are often fought and won in isolation. Part 4. Receiving clarity and vision. In the noise of everyday life, it's easy to lose sight of your purpose. God uses isolation to clear the distractions, allowing you to hear His voice and see His vision for your life. This clarity is the blueprint for your success. Example: Joseph was sold into slavery and imprisoned before rising to power in Egypt. During those years of solitude, he gained the wisdom and insight needed to fulfill his destiny. Part 5. Stepping into your calling. When the time is right, God brings you out of isolation. By then, you're stronger, wiser, and more focused than ever before. The isolation wasn't just to prepare you, it was to protect you from forces that could derail your mission. Now, you're ready to step into your calling with clarity and purpose. Example: David was anointed as king, but spent years in solitude before taking the throne. When the moment came, he was ready to lead with courage and humility. Resolution: trust the process. God's process isn't always easy, but it's always intentional. If you're in a season of isolation, trust that it's not the end. It's the preparation for your greatest chapter. The chosen ones are set apart because their path is extraordinary. Are you in a season of isolation? Embrace it. Use this time to grow, to listen, and to prepare for the greatness ahead. Share your experience in the comments and let others know they're not alone. If this message resonates, like, subscribe, and share this video. Remember, the isolation isn't rejection, it's redirection. Your success is part of His plan.